Also, hi Ari. So I'm just gonna get into it because if this is gonna take a while, I need to get going. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Am I gonna die? Almost by walking into this. So for those of you that don't know, that are watching this later, I guess, Juz recently made a hack called Invictus, which is super cool, and I've been meaning to check out and just haven't really gotten to because I haven't really had time to stream. But I'm pretty excited for this level based on the little bit I've seen of Invictus. So, okay, so I'm gonna kick it at that block. Okay. Well, this is already pretty fun, so I'm down for this. Oh. Okay, so I got a time going through that pipe, apparently, as it looks like the shell was supposed to be like here as I go into the pipe, because I assume that's why he had that indicator there. And then it's going to bounce off of that shell invisible note block, I believe. Because I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that was in 1F8 and Jump, where it's just the sprite bouncing block or whatever. And then I assume I'm going to have to catch it. That's an interesting maneuver to start this off. Okay, so I was right, but I think I timed it a little slowly. And I assume I'm going to have to basically jump up to the on block as the platform's falling, bounce on the shell, grab the shell, and jump off the platform. I'm not sure I have enough time to do that. Okay, so it's basically just like running speed through that pipe. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I've ever actually used these pipes. Oh, it just keeps going. Got it. Okay. So, I feel like part of this is non-vanilla mechanics that I'm not used to because I haven't actually played Invictus yet. So, gotta get used to that, I guess. And I guess I'm gonna have to keep the shell going. So I'm gonna have to try to, instead of having it bounce off of the wall. Oh, okay, so instead of having it bounce off the wall, I actually need to hit that on switch and let it go through, I think, and then just keep bouncing across. This is a cool segment. It's probably gonna take me a little while to do, but it's interesting that the shell kind of just keeps going for forever. I do sort of wish that the shell was a different color to kind of signify that it's not just like a regular green shell, or even just the shell that only bounces twice, I guess. But that's a pretty minor nitpick, seeing as how I figured it out pretty quickly. And this is the advanced race anyway, so I think it kind of implies that you're going to be dying a fair amount to figure stuff out. From what I've seen, nobody finished this level fast, so it's fine. Are there 2 turn blocks there and I'm only seeing 1, or... I'm confused by what's happening here. Oh no, I'm just entering that thing way too fast. Okay. Trying to figure out why my timing is off here sometimes. Like, it feels like sometimes it just hits that block an extra time, Or maybe it's not hitting the block. Maybe that's what's happening, is I'm not actually hitting the block on the first kick right here. So it has to activate it on the second one, which is when the shell just messes up. Okay. That makes sense. I think I've been more focused on the shell jump than the actual kick of the shell over here. But obviously it's important. Oh. Okay. My mic is also in the spot that it unfortunately kind of has to be when I'm actually playing. Ideally, it might be nice to get a headset or something because it's not really in the closest spot. Okay. Hey, Jez, thanks. I'm fully prepared for this to kick my ass, but given how fun it's been for the first part, I will be coming back until I beat this, basically. So, I appreciate you dropping by, though. This is really cool. And honestly, I haven't actually gotten to play Invictus yet because work's been kind of nuts, but given this segment of the level, I think it's kind of moving it very quickly up my list of things to play. So, thanks for that, I guess. I gotta time this fall out of the pipe a little bit better. Okay. I wonder if I could save that? Well, honestly, I've heard nothing but like amazing things about it, and the only reason I've kept myself from playing it until now is mostly due to work and just not having enough time to dive in. So this race level is a nice, I'm assuming a nice preview of things to come. I've only seen like a couple of levels, but it looked like it was fairly similar. Time this regrab better. That's cool. Alright, so I actually made a little bit of progress on there. I need to time out when the jump off of this platform is. It's like that, okay. So then I'm gonna have to not get killed by that one. It looks like I don't really have to actually race it though, because it gets trapped in that one bucket right there. So just... I'm assuming I probably need that shell. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that a lot of people died to that. Probably people with faster reflexes than me didn't, I guess, but... Okay, so the spin jump's easy. How long has it been like that, Ari? Because I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, there's a pretty big difference between getting numb and just not really like feeling cold anymore, or something a little bit more serious than that, I guess. But unless you're in an area where it's like actually like freezing right now, I assume you'll probably be fine. You're in France, right? If I remember right? Or a French-speaking country, at least, I guess. Okay, so I don't have to chase the shell over that far. It's kind of just hold jump and go from there. Oh. Well, at that point, I would be willing to say you're probably okay. computer lag. That wasn't even like emulator lag, that was just my computer like chugging for a frame or two. That said, Ari, blood circulation is pretty important, and if you can't feel your legs, you should probably try to shake it out and get sensation back. Because it's not good to have that for an extended amount of time. Okay. Oh, well, it blows up back there anyway. So let's keep going, assuming that I don't need it. Okay. So I'm going to bounce off that shell probably twice, and then up to that other one platform. And then I assume I'm going to have to catch that shell again. Oh yeah, it's going to bounce up to that 1F0 thing right there. So bounce on the carrot platform, bounce onto the off thing, and then it looks like I just go straight from that onto the shell there. Yeah, that happens to me a lot, especially at work, so that's why I advised getting up and trying to move circulation and stuff. Normally when you can't feel your fingers or toes, it's because you've been in a position for too long and you either cut off circulation to that or you've cut nerve sensation, and neither of those things is really very good long term, so. Okay, so if I do a really small regrab, I can just bounce straight over there, I think. So I need to back that jump up like a half a tile compared to what I'm doing now, I think. And then I'm gonna have to curve up slightly, because it's this like climb up this part right here. You do have to kind of chase the shell a little bit, but not a ton. I think that's it, right? And then I'm just going to bounce off of that right there, and then odds are I'm going to die to whatever's next, but I'll have made a little bit of progress. Okay. So I definitely want to be having a pretty good amount of momentum going right. Oh. I was expecting to bounce off of the shell again, so I wasn't actually prepared to jump. But I got a decent amount of information off of that and learned that I'm going to have to bounce off of a bonsai onto an angel block, and then I'm assuming probably going to have to do a fairly big jump. It was a really fun segment, by the way. I've kind of mostly just been talking through what to do, but everything's felt super intuitive and easy to learn, and easy to learn quickly, which is really nice for a race level. So Juz, if you're still here, good job. I'm sure you've heard that from everyone at this point, but I'm sure it's nice to hear it again. Oh. Okay, so I assume I'm supposed to probably take the shell with me if I'm able to do that then, because that seems like a maneuver I should be doing. So let's just assume that I'm supposed to take that with me there. So, timing these falls to actually get the angles that you need seems pretty precise, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit more consistent at most of them. So I'm hoping that getting back to the shell bit won't be much of a problem going forward. Shell got a little bit more of a recoil that time than I was expecting, I think. It's actually the first time I've died to that muncher, so I can officially go through now, I think. I've died on every jump now. Thanks, dude, and thanks a lot for stopping by. I'll definitely be checking your hack out soon, trust me, so I look forward to maybe seeing you around in the future, and good luck with schoolwork and stuff. Through the pipe, up, up. I think I need to shorten that jump that I'm doing up there. I think that's the problem I'm having. So bounce, bounce, little jump. Okay, that's better. It's like a little jump and then a slow fall, it looks like. Bounce, bounce, little jump, slow fall. No regrab. Okay. Big jump, bounce. And then once I catch that carrot platform, I basically just need to jump right away. And then I think I'll land on the shell with room to be able to jump off of the bonsai, jump onto the angel block, and then do whatever I'm supposed to do after that. No turn back there. here. Wait, bounce, bounce. I don't think I did any regrab that time, and I was only slightly too early, so it's not even really like a full regrab there. It's like a regrab on the way down, kind of. There you go. Okay. So it's like a regrab right up until you're about to bounce off of it. And then that is just one movement where I catch the carrot platform again and then hop out. Oof. It's the first time I've jumped too high on that one. I knew it was possible, but I think that means I've died to every jump and I'm not allowed to go through. That's the way this works, right? I just die once to everything to show it off and then I get to go through. Is this a 3-frame jump that I've accidentally, or a 2-frame jump that I've accidentally gotten like every other time until now? Because that'd be funny. I think it's 4 tiles up if I'd been reading it right, but... Okay. It like almost feels like it's shell roulette, but I'm pretty sure if I just go straight down the middle, I'll be in between both tiles and be able to grab it from either side. So I think I'll be okay as long as I position this right. No! Got stuck. No! Okay. So, I did need the shell, which is good, and then I'm gonna basically do another kick in, hit it off the shell, or hit the off switch on, and then go up and through and hope that I land on it, is what it's looking like. Back to getting too big of a bounce off of that, I think. There we go. I don't really know if I have to be waiting as long as I am on that carrot fall jump that I'm doing. so I have to pull back a little bit on that jump. It's not just the whole right all the way through. I don't know why I just noticed this now, but the munchers in the beginning are a different palette than the munchers everywhere else. That's funny. Alright, let's get out of this first segment, because I feel like I've learned it a while ago. God, that fall down there is pretty tight. Because even when I made it last time, I like very barely made it. That was impressive to miss everything on that jump. There's not really much I can do if I jump too high off of this, but I can save a low jump with a regrab. So, note to self, stop jumping too high on this one. I gotta be like on my way to the carrot platform as it's like just getting there. So I need to also cut that jump a little bit shorter. And then I finally get the fall right and completely miss the shell. Okay. on the bright side, I think I have the timing for the fall down now. On the bright side, guys, it's been a little bit since I've had like a 5 or 6 hour level on stream, and assuming that this is just a bunch of different segments and not just like this one shell thing, since Joe's kind of made it sound like it was more of like a 5-room castle type deal, I'm pretty okay with each segment taking me about an hour to learn if that's what it takes. I just want everyone watching to know I could not have attempted that back kick into the other coin block to like save my life if I had to do it again. So I'm pretty proud of that death, even though it was a little embarrassing. Okay, so I think I actually see why the coin is there as the indicator on this next jump. I used to think that it was just because it was telling you like where the shell was going to be, but I think it's actually trying to signify to be on the right side of that shell, so you have just enough time to get through here. Because if I'm on the right side of the shell and then bounce over, the fall down there is pretty much like automatic almost. That kick is a little awkward on that angel block, because you end up like back on the angel block and it like kind of eats your jump a little bit. So like if you jump while it's all the way at the bottom, or like I don't really know the timing for it honestly, but it felt like I kind of like got sucked back onto the angel block there a little bit. I could be wrong, I guess, but that's what it felt like on that one. Or maybe as I'm kicking it, I'm like immediately jumping off. I think that's what it is. So that's the exact death I keep having every time I'm trying to kick that. So maybe I can actually plan another jump onto the angel block, or just stop turning back and just fucking go for it, which is probably what I'm supposed to do, because that's what the rest of this level is. That time it definitely ate my jump, or I pressed jump as it was still on the way down. Precise jumps off of angel blocks are super weird. I must have gotten pretty lucky off that recoil, because I definitely hit that switch late, and it was still in position for me to save that. So that works to do the double bounce, but I think the shell might despawn? Whatever. I'll just see how it plays out once I get there with the shell. God damn it, the one time I was actually prepared for it to be on the right and it's on the left. I need to just get back to falling in the middle, but it's weird because I actually kind of have to have an arc to my jump to get back onto the carrot platform in time, so it's almost like I have to plan my arc, which I don't really know if I've ever had to do before. Thanks to Pippi. My GameCube's kind of like not great at the moment, which is I actually, speaking of Bomberman Generation, I was about to kind of bust it out like a week or two ago, but I forgot my GameCube's like kind of crapping out on me, I guess. Like, it'll start games and stuff, but it has a really hard time actually reading discs now, which I guess is what's gonna happen after like 16 years of owning that system and not exactly taking the greatest care of it when I was a kid. But thank you, I guess, is moral of that. I do kind of plan on trying to get back to Bomberman stuff eventually. And I don't blame you, Ari. Like, you'd have to, at this point, you'd have to either dig back pretty far onto my YouTube channel or my Twitch stuff. And honestly, Pippi, I would just recommend playing the game for now. If you end up liking running the game enough to pick it up, pick up recording stuff, there are pretty cheap USB recording capture cards. I specifically have a Dazzle VGC like 100 or something like that. Like, I got it from the thrift store like probably like 6 years ago at this point for like $10. But it displays red, white, and yellow capture, or the red, white, and yellow chords as capture. And I did that for all of my GameCube stuff and then just played on stream. Oh, nice. Honestly, like, if you're interested in it, I would just kind of hit up eBay or maybe even Amazon, but probably eBay just for any kind of like little USB capture card. Like, my Dazzle, like I said, cost me $10, and I did all of my Bomberman Generation stuff on that, and anytime I'm not playing an emulator, basically. And then my stream setup in terms of like laptop and stuff is probably among the worst like you could probably have and still have a functioning stream at this point. So like, you really don't need like an amazing computer to be able to stream or anything. All you really need is something that can basically handle Open Broadcast Studio being open and your capture stuff. actually getting the shell and falling back on this platform is very difficult. Those tricks in isolation are not super difficult, but combining them apparently makes it fucking ridiculous. Because I have no problem really getting one or the other at this point, it's just getting both at the same time. It didn't really occur to me that that was going to happen, but I don't know why it didn't occur to me that that was going to happen. Because obviously that was going to happen. Alright. Well, as I kind of expected, this level is very easily going to be taking all stream, and probably the next stream that I do as well. I don't exactly... Oh, I actually got to use that wall as a backboard and didn't know it was a thing, and died. But like I told Juz when he was here earlier, thank you for follow, dude. I really appreciate that. And as I've told... and honestly, dude, you can get it. When I left kind of running Bomberman Generation for a bit, like, the world record was very, very easy to get. I forget his name because I follow him now, but he, like, changed his name after I followed him. But when he was RPG Gamer or whatever, he came and optimized it a little bit more, and it's harder to get now. But from my experience with the run, there's still plenty of room, especially if you're able to find any way to, like, further optimize bosses and stuff. I started to kind of figure out some potential stuff for Constructor X or Commander X or whatever his name is, the end of World 5 boss, because I noticed that his, like, time variance in fights is, like, absurd. So once you get, like, into running it and stuff, I'll try to see if my GameCube will pick up it again enough to kind of make some time for it. Ah! Okay. But you're definitely not the only person to come in recently and ask about Bomberman Generation, so I should probably try to pick it up again before I, like, completely lose everything I've had with that game. I like that little double bounce off that. It's cute. Oh, and that's definitely another thing that can be optimized for sure, is bomb kick distance and stuff. Especially once you get P-Dragon. Well, I guess you can't actually combine P-Dragon and bomb kick. But yeah, like, honestly, there's so many other spots where longer kicks can be used to kind of help stuff, and I frankly didn't feel like doing them, and I don't think anybody else really felt like doing them, but if you want to do them, go for it. No! Actual progress, but it seems like that net turns it into a silver shell, or potentially an upside down disco shell, and either way, I don't actually know what that does, so let's figure it out together, I guess. But yeah, Ari, since you're here, back before I basically did any kind of Mario streaming and stuff, the only stuff I would ever do on Twitch is Bomberman Generation speedruns. Because I guess at this point... Oh yeah, like, hit me up anytime you need help with it. I'm pretty open to getting anyone into that game as long as they're actually interested in it. Like, the main reason I stopped running it, honestly, was because I was running it by myself from, like, 2013 to, like, 2015 or something like that. But if you want to get into it, like, I still probably have notes somewhere, and if not, I could watch your runs and stuff and kind of give help or whatever. I'll give you a follow after the stream, so I can check you out whenever you do start streaming and stuff. So it is an upside-down disco shell then? I thought I saw it flash colors before landing on gray, but I'm willing to break my blindness enough to confirm that, I guess. Okay, so it looks like it's basically the same thing as a disco shell, and I'm going to be bouncing off of it onto this angel block that's underneath the retry prompt, through the munchers at the top of the screen, and down onto the disco shell for a low ride, it looks like, which thankfully I somewhat learned. I learned how to do that on right side up shells at least. I don't know if doing it on upside down ones is different. Be about to find out together, I guess. Oh, god damn it. I gotta be honest and say I didn't see that coming at all, but I don't know why I didn't, because I know exactly what that block does, and I should have expected that. And I now have a sneaking suspicion that I should have just fucking went for it, and that probably would have been a checkpoint, or a room, at least. And I think a room transition is probably a checkpoint in this, so... big oof there, but at least we died to that in the dumbest way possible, so we can get through that part now, I guess. Can I get you to come back, Angel Block? Yes, I can. And then I die. Alright. On the bright side, I can respawn that Angel Block if I need to. And obviously if I get that far into the level, it's worth it to just try for that. I gotta be honest, Ari, that might actually be the first clip I actually have on my channel. It's not just MDS subbing to me, I guess. So, thanks. But yeah, that... I don't know if you watch too many other people stream this, Ari. Am I the only person to die to it like that? Or is that like a common way to die in this level? Because I would feel a lot better about myself if I wasn't the only one to die like that, but... I also feel like it's a very me way to die. That was not a forward kick, that was an up kick. Taylor's calling, so I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic. I'll probably be back on in a minute, but 1 second. Hopping back on mic to sincerely wish you a fuck you here, just because that was messed up.